Hackers are currently ruining Pax Dei. There are many different cheats that are out. I haven't seen a confirmed dupe yet, but some people, there is rumors that there is a dupe. There is definitely a speed hack. There is people instantly chopping down trees, and it looks a little something like this. So they're just running up to the tree, and they're just essentially one-shotting it and getting all the resources basically instantly. And yes, there are hackers running around doing this. Now, obviously, as you can see here, I'm not cheating. I'm not stupid enough to do that. What I did was I pre-chopped the trees before I started recording. But there are cheaters out there. And the way they're instantly chopping trees, they don't have like a hack that one-shots the tree. They don't have a super axe that is one-chopping the tree. What's going on is that they are hacking so fast that they are chopping like 100 times a second, and they're zooming all over the map, collecting resources instantly without having to manually slowly run there. I've seen people flying, and it's not a spell, it's not a contraption, it is legit a fly hacker. I mean, it is a very bare-bones Unreal Engine game, and yes, the anti-cheat is easy anti-cheat, which is very easy, so I've heard, to bypass. I don't know about that stuff, but the cheaters are here. You can. I'm not going to show you a picture of the cheats. I'm not going to show you any websites that show the cheats. I am not going to do anything of the sort. I am merely going to talk about it. So there is also ESP, and if you don't know what ESP is, that is whenever someone has a hack program. And, hold on just a sec, my recording's being weird. Okay, so ESP is whenever you can see entities with a hack program, like you have a radar in the corner of your screen, you have lines being drawn to you and other characters, you can see, like, every single gatherable resource in the distance without actually having to use your eyeballs. The heads-up display will just tell you everyone and everything around you. This gives players a massive advantage when hunting for, like, rare herbs or herbs, however you pronounce it. Rare, like, materials, rare food, players, resources, you know, like, they can see basically at render distance. And also, these hackers also have what's called a free cam, where they can just leave the third-person view of their character and fly around the map looking for this stuff immediately, within render distance, of course. They don't technically leave their the way the hack works is it detaches the Unreal Engine's camera. I don't know how they're doing this stuff, but I'm sure some of it is, you know, cheat engine and some of it is just pure hacker ingenuity. But it's getting bad. It's getting pretty bad. This is only the I'm making this video on the second day of early release, where the game has about what, 7,000 players or something, which really bad start. I've got to say that is terrible. But I just wanted to let you guys know, if you were on the fence about buying this game, don't. Hackers are already ruining it. There's a lot of other things too. Like, it's not just the hackers. There are guilds. Guilds are starting to control the entire map. They're starting to take all the resources. Now, I am filming this at like 2 in the morning, where there is the least amount of players. I've been looking at the Steam, you know, player counts, and when those player counts are at their absolute lowest, that's when I'm playing, so I can get more, or a chance to get more resources. But yeah, I saw a few people zooming around, and the thing is, there's no real way to see the player's name unless you get close to them and look at them, but they're moving so freaking fast that they just zoom by on your map instantly. And they will delete a forest in front of you. Now, they still have to repair their gear. They still have to do everything else that, you know, players have to do, like maintain their tools and stuff. But essentially, like for me, if I want to chop down a whole forest and fill my entire inventory full of wood, which I've been working on here, these damn beehives, I wish I could just not pick them up. I already have an apiary, and I don't need resin either. But essentially, a hacker can fill up their whole inventory with maximum wood for their charcoal kilns and stuff, basically in a minute or two. They spend like 1 minute, and you know, if that dupe method is possible, they're not even like harvesting resources anymore. They're just duping the charcoal, the craft, whatever they need, and then they just dupe that. But again, I have not confirmed that. There are people saying that's the case. I have not seen it. I have not seen any proof of it. I'm just going by what's being currently said on the grapevine. And as a pretty big YouTuber, I happen to be part of the grapevine. You know, I have to be in talks with a lot of people, a lot of very powerful, important people, even YouTubers, you know, really big ones and streamers. We all hang out in Discord and stuff. So I am in the know. Now, those guys are usually contractually obligated by sponsors, and they don't want to look bad. And they feel this kind of reporting is shameful. And I'm like, well, if you're not going to make a video about it, then I guess I'm going to make a video about it. So, and they're like, well, you know, you shouldn't show the hacks because, like, legal reasons. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm not showing hacking or anything. I'll make a little joke about where I chop the trees down instantly and stuff. But the point is that if you see a sudden castle spring up nearby you from, like, a guild or something, it's not a guild effort. It's possibly a dupe hacker, and you know, dupe methods are pretty common. It's early access. They'll fix it if they care. If they like, okay, here's the thing, right? We said this last time. I know not a lot of people are new to my channel. I know that, but back in the day, a game called New World did the same thing. You see, New World had a dupe problem, and we caught it in alpha, and we reported it. We're like, hey, we found a dupe method. Please fix it before release. And they're like, okay. Except they never replied. They don't reply to anybody. And then, you know, beta came, and then release came, and the dupe was still there. And then you saw what happened in New World. It went from 900,000 players to, like, I think it's sitting at 4,000 now. So yeah, that game just super died because they were lazy. I mean, they tried to fix some of the dupes, but there was just too many for them to fix. They just couldn't fix them all in time. It basically ruined the economy. And this game doesn't really have a trade system. It doesn't really have an economy. And I know someone out there in the comments, there's always that one guy who's gonna say, well, them hacking doesn't affect you, bro. Yes, it does. Okay, so I don't know if I put out this video yet, but I have made a video that talks about the resource respawn timer. As in, when I go over here and mine this iron, it takes 30 whole minutes for this stuff to come back. Well, a speed hacker can clean out the entire map solo, deposit everything, have it all, you know, refining, and then go back out and delete the whole map again. Whereas me, I have to run 20 minutes in a direction, mine the iron, run 20 minutes back to base to you know, refine and deposit it. But the hacker's already doing that 100 times over, so there's no way to compete against that. And like, even entire guilds, like, okay, I've been in contact with this really big-ass guild who is, like, hell-bent on owning the game as fast as possible, just so that they have, like, some esport gamer trophy checklist that they've been doing. Like, they're like, oh, we were world first in World of Warcraft, blah, blah, blah. We were world first in do-do-do-do-do, right? And so they're trying to, like, add achievement. They're like achievement hunting guilds of sorts. I mean, not really achievement hunters, but, like, if they can world first anything in Pax Dei, like killing the last boss or some raid dungeon or something, which is, I don't think it's in the game yet, that's why they exist. That's why they're so tryhardy and sweat lords, and the entire guild is filled with neats, you know, people without jobs and people that own their own businesses. It's pretty wild. That guild is something else. They are, you know, pretty toxic, but hey, I'm into it. And yeah, those guys don't cheat though. They're playing legit because they don't want it to tarnish their brand, which they're trying to build a brand. And I'm like, bro, just like make a YouTube channel. And they're like, nah, screw that. YouTube is you know, it's weird. Anyway, I'm just letting you know there are cheaters in the game right now, and I've been trying to, like, have a little my software, my recording software, it can record replays, but I don't always have it running. And a lot of the time, like, when I see it and I hit record, the hacker's long gone. They're just, like, flying across the screen, or they're just running along the ground super duper fast, and there's no way for me to keep up. I can't, like, I've tried to take a screenshot, but I'm not quick enough, man. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just half awake here. Anyway, that's the video. Beware of hackers. Right now, as far as I can tell, they can't really steal your stuff. Though there is one guy saying that that's being worked on. Yes, those hacker forums, you know, you can Google hacker forums. They're working on a way to steal your stuff, so I'm working on a way to store it. So, like, I'm just gonna wall off my chests when I log out, just in case, you know. If I want to access my chest, I'll just break the wall. But if you've ever played H1Z1, they would magic into your base called Magic Bullet. You could be inside a walled-off base, and they would just instantly headshot kill you and then take all your stuff. It was weird. And I think Rust had that at one point, too. So it makes sense for this game to kind of have that going on, but it's not like I have anything worth stealing anyway, so I usually just refine everything and then use it all up, and I've just been passing it off to the guy that bought me the game, and he uses all the materials for stuff. But yeah, that's the video. Don't want to keep here any longer. You get the idea. Hackers are ruining this game. Do not buy. Wait to buy. Wait for the reviews to turn to positive. And wait for the hackers to be confirmed banned. Wait for the hackers to be confirmed fixed, you know. And there should be some sort of server-side check for speed hacks, but there's not. At least I don't think there is that, or they're just completely overwhelmed, you know? Like, it's a studio of, what, 200 people, and they probably don't have, like, game masters, you know, patrolling the world, making sure people aren't cheating. But at least I've never seen a single GM, you know, talk in the chat. I've never seen a GM player in all the alphas or anything. I don't even think they have GM functionality, to be honest. All right, but anyway, that's it. Please leave a like on the video, because right now I have accumulated a lot of Pax Dei haters from just standing up for myself over being banned and mistreated by the damn company, you know, because they didn't send me a key. They didn't, you know, like, I'm one of the bigger YouTubers. They should have done that. Why are they ignoring me? It's so weird. But with that said, please click the video on the right side of your screen. If you don't, then you're going to run out of toilet paper, and that's going to be really gross, man.